aspect of music ministry is picking the songs we're going to sing week by week. Our Song Select claims to have a database of over 100,000 worship songs, so there are plenty to choose from. Now, we could leave this task with our musicians, but as music ministry is a word ministry, the ultimate responsibility lies with the elders and leaders of the church. So we must be thinking, what is the criteria we're going to use to judge the right songs for our churches to sing? Well, clearly, as it's word ministry, lyrics is going to be the most important factor. So as you read the words to a song, be asking, are they biblically faithful? Are they helpful and clear? Do they help to connect with the particular theme? But more than that, are they memorable? Bob Kaufin in Worship Matters says that for better or worse, our churches remember more words from the songs they sing than from the sermons they hear. It's really important then that we sing songs that are worth our people remembering. But the way that we remember music isn't simply through the lyrics. It's usually a combination of the lyrics, the melody and the rhythm. So a second consideration is the tune. How easy is it to sing the song? Songs that have recognisable and repeatable melodies will allow our congregations to more easily engage and sing along. A very simple test would be, can you sing along to the song easily yourself? Well, after these two important considerations, there are several secondary considerations that you might want to consider. There's wisdom in playing to your strengths. So if, like me, you're a guitarist, it could be wise to stick to mainly guitar-based songs. Or if you have very capable singers, you might want to be more adventurous with the melodies that you pursue, because those strong singers can lead your church. Whereas if, like me, singing isn't your strong point, then it's best to stick to the simpler melodies. Now, that's not to say, though, that we should always simply only do what we're comfortable with. There is wisdom in occasionally stepping outside our comfort zone. A good example of this is that I was always told that hymns should only be played on the organ. But the fact is that the traditional hymns tend to have a very registered meter in the songs. It's actually quite rhythmical, and therefore it lends itself to being played on a guitar very easily. Well, thirdly, I also try to include some balance. I like to balance between old and new songs, between hymns and modern songs, between the theologically rich and the emotionally aware. Getting a balance right is not simply catering to a wider audience, but it's actually exposing our congregation to a more richer diversity of songs. I mean, you wouldn't want anyone to miss out on some of the deeply rich theological hymns, any more than some of the more modern, emotionally responsive songs. Well, my final little consideration is simply this: does it work? After you've tried it in church once or twice, if it works, then great, it sticks. But if you're really struggling to get the song to work in church, don't be afraid of saying, oh well, we'll put that one to bed. I mean, there are plenty more to choose from. Well, once we've gone through these criteria and decided whether a song can stay or not, what we can do is then collect a number of these songs and put them in a song bank. A song bank which we can use week by week to choose our songs. Now, there is a danger of overplaying songs, or perhaps even underplaying, so our congregation don't get used to the songs we sing. So I have a song bank of about 100 songs. That way, over the course of a year, we will sing each song probably 2 or 3 times across the year, with the exception of new songs, which obviously initially get played more so that they get into the congregation's conscience. Further to help this, though, I've also categorised our songs. You may use a service arc in your service. We use a very simple one, all beginning with the letter C, because we're good Anglicans. Our service generally follows the pattern of call, confession, corporation, consecration, commission. We also throw in children's slots, and occasionally we would have communion. And what I've done is that I've looked through our songs and matched each song to the different phases of the service. And that way we can make sure that the songs fit the mood, the emotions of the particular part of the service. Finally, the last thing I do is record it all in a database. I have a list of the songs we have sung this past year and the songs we're planning to do. And I also record not just how many times we've sung them, but when was the last time we've sung them, to make sure we space them out throughout the year. Now, hopefully these tips might be helpful in encouraging you to pick songs week by week.